everyone, my name is Steph, this is the Novelty Corner and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to film my June pile of possibilities / TBR, whatever we want to call it. And just with all of the videos that are going to come out over the next couple of weeks, they're probably going to be very chill. They're probably not going to feature me doing much makeup or anything like that. I'm going to be very comfortable because, as I've talked about in a couple of places and in a couple of different videos, but because of the timing of everything and when it's being released, it's kind of difficult to say what information is coming out when. So this might be the first video where I actually talk about it. For the last month, I've been quite unwell and we've been trying to figure out what's going on. We are closer to an answer, but not necessarily there yet. I've still got some procedures and things coming up over the next couple of weeks. There was also a significant chunk of time where I just physically couldn't read because I was actually just that nauseous and could pick things up. So I didn't read a lot of my TBR in the end. I was picking up things that I really wanted to read when I wanted to read them in true mood reading fashion style. So I'm filming this TBR on the 26th of May. This is relatively early for me, but that's because next weekend I've got quite a few things on and I'm going to be away from home and I'll be away from all of the things that I need to be able to film this video. So we're going to go through everything really quickly. If you're unfamiliar at all with how I set my TBRs each month, I have different categories that I pick books from and that'll all be made clear as I go through them. So the first section is always the review copies or arcs that I have, and I did not touch many of these at all during May. So they're back on the TBR. So far, I only have one physical arc that I haven't read yet from May, and that is Ladies' Night by Amie Kaufman and Meagan Spooner. This is a sapphic, historically-ish kind of young adult story, so I will be picking that up. I may get to it before the end of May. I haven't quite worked that out yet. It's quite a thick book, so we'll see if I get to it. And then the other arcs that I still have, which are all from NetGalley, include Wish You Were Here by Jess K. Hardy, I Think I'm in Love with an Alien by Aguirre. Thank you for the prompt on how to pronounce the author's surname. Kiss Me Maybe by Gabriella Gamez, I have as an audiobook. Melting for You by Tegan Phillips, which is a hockey romance. The Friend Zone, oh no, I do have The Friend Zone as a physical arc, oops. And The Friend Zone by Kristen Callihan. So again, this might also be something I get to before the end of the month, but I'm putting it on here just in case I don't. I actually thought I had another audio arc that maybe I've forgotten about, so let's just see if I can find it. Oh, All Superheroes Need PR by Elizabeth Stevens is the other audio arc I have. All right, so those are the review copies and arcs. Then we have my read-alongs, and I'm one of the co-hosts for the Firebird Chronicles read-along. This is a series by T.A. White. We are up to book 4, which is Facets of Revolution, which is the first book in the series that I haven't read yet. So this will be a first-time read-through for me. 491 pages, so that's a big book. All right, then we have the Buzzwordathon challenge that I'm participating in. So this is hosted by Kayla from Books and Lala, and there are 2 challenges. There is the word prompt and also the cover prompt. So for the word prompt, so a word in the title, the theme is memory words. So for this, I'm going to read Unforgettable by Marley Valentine, which is part of the Vino and Veritas series that I'm reading as part of my series to read in 2025. And then for a book that has something celestial on the cover, I'm going to read Beneath the Indigo Sky by Rayne Hawthorne. I think there's another author. I've just mentally blanked on who it is. This one kind of has an aurora in the background, so I'm counting that as a celestial theme. 1, because I've read the first chapter of it and I need to come back to the book. 2, I just feel like reading it. Next up is my KU project. So that's where I read the oldest book on my KU checkout list, and the current book that I have out as the oldest book, which I think is possibly from the end of December last year, is Out of the Storm by Logan Sage Adams, which is a queer romance. The newest Kindle book that I have acquired, which means either purchased or free or whatever, but it's not a book that I have to return at any point, is Sweet as Puck by Grech, who is, I think, attending Rare, so this is another good opportunity for me to pick up an author that I don't think I have read before. Then we have the Kindle backlist, which is all of my Kindle books in the star jar. So we're going to pick one out of here. There's always the potential that I have already read this book, but let's find out. So it's Tribal Law, which is Shannon, but I don't know if I still have this. No, I think I've cleared that one. So, new book. This time it is a blue star. What is it? The Bad in Each Other. Nope, that's gone too. This is good. I'm clearing out things from the star jar. Maybe eventually we will find one. No, we did a blue one. Let's go for a different one. Oh, let's go a green star. The colours mean absolutely nothing if you're new here. Like, they have no significance whatsoever. No, where is the end of this star? Tempted by the Gargoyle. Did I keep this? I do. I have it. So Tempted by the Gargoyle by Lisa Carlisle. We got there eventually. Next on the list is the oldest physical book on my TBR. Again, trying to read down that pre-2025 physical TBR, is With Love from Cold World by Alicia Thompson, which I'm actually quite excited to pick up. Seasonally, we are going into winter here, so makes sense. Okay, I have inserted a new category this month because I wanted to start this as a project, and I possibly will eventually, but I haven't yet because of reasons. And that is to come back to some of the books that were on try chapter videos where I said I was going to eventually pick them up and read them, even though I didn't read them in those vlogs. They're all in a spinner wheel, although there's some that I think I've taken off, so we'll see. Anyway, we're gonna pick one. Reaching Through Time. Oh no, I've read that. I've read that. Okay, we can get rid of that. That was Shauna Bostock. Dino Rift. Oh, okay, now who is this by? By Derek Borne. It's about dinosaurs. So that makes me happy. And the last book we're going to pick, also a spinner wheel, is my middle fiction and young adult books. So let's pick one. The Potion Experiment. So this is The Potion Experiment by Elle McFazdean, who is an Australian author who I know through social media and things like that. And this is her first published book, so it's a debut book. I'm excited to get to it. And that is a wrap on my June TBR. Obviously, June being Pride Month, I'm also going to try and mood read and throw in as many queer titles as possible. I'm not committing to any readathons whatsoever in June, just I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing and just see how I go. And when I know more information about what's going on with me, I will probably do an update in a vlog somewhere. So stay tuned for that. In the comments, I would love to know, what are you planning on picking up in June? What are your reading plans? What are you really excited to get to? Feel free to share those books down below. Otherwise, feel free to leave your favorite celestial emoji to let me know that you're here if you don't want to leave a comment. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.